Hello and welcome to Squiz.com, the connected marketplace. Today I'll be showing a couple of the enhancements we've made to the conversations feature within the Squiz.com platform. If you didn't already know, Squiz.com platform allows people to communicate and collaborate with each other via these things called conversations, which you may also know as group chat or instant messaging. After you've signed up to the Squiz.com platform, you and any of the people you've connected with on the platform, known as your contacts, can create conversations with each other, adding up to 50 people into a single conversation. By default, when a person posts a message within a conversation or adds a file attachment, all other people within the conversation will receive a notification about the content. And this is great since it allows you to be aware of all the things happening across multiple conversations. But there are times where you may not necessarily need to listen to all the messaging that is happening within a conversation. And this can occur when the messaging is only relevant to a few people that are actively talking within the conversation. So to reduce you receiving an overload of irrelevant conversation notifications, we've added a new capability for you to unlisten or listen to a particular conversation. After logging into the Squiz.com platform, if you click on the Conversations menu button and view a conversation that you are already a part of or have created, in the Conversations list of contacts, you can now see a listening icon against each person. This allows you to know which people are actively listening to the conversation and will receive notifications about messages and content posted. If you wish to stop listening to a conversations, in this contacts list, you just need to find your name and click on the listening icon. And once updated, you can see that the listening icon now changes to not listening. Now that you are not listening to a conversation, you will not receive any notifications about this conversation when another person posts a message. Vice versa, if you post a message in a conversation, only people listening to the conversation will receive a notification about your message. Now there may be times where you need to specifically notify one or more people about a message relevant to them, regardless of whether they are actively listening to the conversation or not. So that's where we've added another capability where you can tag their name within a message. To do this, within the write message text box, type the @ character and then the first name of the person that you wish to tag within the message. As we can see here, we've tagged Lee and we've put his first name using the @ character before that. Now when we click the post button, we can see that Lee's name has now been tagged within the message, and if we click on his name, we can also then find details about Lee. Now, if Lee was not listening to this conversation, he would still receive a notification about it because his name has been tagged within the message. And this happens because this message is now relevant to Lee specifically. Now, if there are multiple people in the conversation that have the same first name, then you must enter their entire name into the handle in order for them to be notified about a conversation message. If I type in Michael's first name, because there's two people with the name Michael, they're not going to be tagged in this message. So we need to put in the full name of the person. So we type in the full names of each person. Then we can see that the platform is able to pick up those people, and we can see that the handle for Michael has not been found. So we know from this that both Michael Sheen and Michael Fox will have received a notification about these messages, regardless of if they're listening to the conversation or not. And also note that you can only tag people within the message who are listed as contacts within the conversation. If you try to add the handle of a person not in a conversation, then that handle will be ignored as well and they will receive no notification. And the reason for that is because conversations are secure and encrypted, and only people added to the conversation are allowed to open and view the content of that conversation. So using these two features, the listening feature and the tagging feature within conversations, gives you more control over which conversations you want to receive notifications about, as well as specifically target the people within a conversation message that is relevant to them. If you want to learn more about these conversations, head over to the platform's documentation center by clicking on the help menu item at the bottom of the platform, and then with the help and documentation center, click on the having conversations menu item. And then you can learn lots of different aspects on how to manage and have conversations on the platform. And a link within this video's description is also provided to this page. And if you're signed up to the Squiz.com platform, you can also go to the Squiz.com's profile page, and within the feeds, help and advice using Squiz.com feed, you can then post a message with any questions you have about using this feature. Thanks for taking the time to listen. Until next time, have a great day.